an emotion characterized by antagonism towards someone or something you feel has deliberately done you wrong.
Anger can be a good thing. It can give you a way to express negative feelings or motivate you to find solutions to problems. Anger is good when it makes you restless and propels you to the next level. Anger is good when it inspires you to take positive steps to improve your circumstances.
But excessive anger causes problems. Anger is one of the most common human weapons destroying marriage these days. It is normal for a spouse to get angry, but if the anger is not controlled or managed immediately, it can lead to physical, mental, or emotional abuse. Ultimately, anger can further affect affection and destroy the marriage. Scripture in Psalm 4 talks about it being okay to be angry, but quickly adds that sin should not be born out of that anger.
Marriage typically tends to produce more anger than any other relationship. Perhaps this is because spending so much time with another person naturally generates more opportunities to become angry. We put down our guard with our spouse because of love and intimacy. Being unguarded and vulnerable allows for greater intimacy, but also opens the door to more anger and frustration. Kindly know that unmanaged anger leads to health challenges like headaches, digestive issues, abdominal pain, insomnia, increased anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, stroke, heart attack, and difficulty in thinking straight, and also difficulty in making the right decisions.
To manage anger, you must first recognize your anger signs or that of your spouse. Some of the signs include a faster heartbeat or quicker breath that prepares you or your spouse for physical or emotional abusive action. Some people bite their lips or stamp their feet. Some people take to the silent treatment while others are filled with rage, which they find ways to express. Anger makes you do things and say things that you regret later. Whatever your anger signs are, once you notice them, quickly get out of the situation if you or your spouse have a history of losing control.
Learn to adjust your expectations from life and people to avoid disappointments. Do things that relax you to improve your emotional, physical, and spiritual health. You can manage anger by letting your partner know how you feel. Although for many people, keeping quiet is their own way of being angry. While for some, they avoid conflict and prefer not to say when they are angry at their spouse. Speaking up can be helpful. Admit how you are feeling and let your spouse know. Constructive communication is always encouraged. If, however, discussing at that point can lead to an outburst, either from you or your spouse, then by all means, please remain silent so that the situation does not escalate.
Husband, wife, please never repay evil for evil. It's found in Romans chapter 12, verse 7. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31 even puts it better. It says, "Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you along with all malice." End of quote. Even when you're hot and angry, you should never try to get even or square by hurting your spouse. When you allow yourself to fixate on how to cause pain to your spouse in return, anger that should have been momentary can take root and grow into a monster of epic proportions.
Can I be honest with you? Anger can be controlled, and you can control your anger. You can also help your spouse to control his or her anger, as you have the responsibility to do so. When tempers flare, activate relaxation skills. Practice deep breathing exercises, and imagine a relaxing scene like being by the poolside, beach, or eatery. You may also listen to music. You may dance, laugh, take a walk, or do whatever it takes to encourage yourself to remain calm. You can also do the nicest of things in an odd situation, like walking towards your spouse. Draw him or her close to you for a hug or a whisper of, "I love you." They sometimes work, depending on who you married.
You can count to 10. Counting to 10 gives you time to calm down, so you can think more clearly and overcome the impulse of lashing out. Breathe slowly. Exercise. Exercise can help with anger. Remember, you're looking for how to let go, so channel the physical feast into physical exercise. Do not dwell on angry thoughts such as, it's not fair, I shouldn't be living with someone like you, and I don't blame you, I blame myself for accepting to marry you. All these can make anger worse, either from you or your partner. The force that propels love is God. The force that propels anger is Satan. Anger has wasted lives, whereas if you have God and His Spirit on the inside of you, you will be filled with peace, love, joy, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5, verse 22 to 23.
Getting angry is a choice. We can all manage it by choosing not to get angry. By controlling our thoughts, by controlling our emotions, and by trying to truly understand where our spouse is coming from. That understanding can help us to develop empathy. That means we are walking in our spouse's shoes. It helps you process the situation and put it in the right perspective before you jump to conclusions and follow your anger to a place that causes more harm in your marriage. Anger destroys, anger kills, and anger makes you a loser, leaving you feeling empty and horrible when it clears after you must have acted rashly.
You see, no matter the antagonism, negative feelings, and struggles between you and your spouse, or how pained you are, all hope is not lost. There is still hope. God heals broken hearts and restores whatever is lost in marriages. Many marriages with situations as complex and painful as yours have been restored, and yours should not be an exception. Manage your anger. Time helps to heal the wounds.
If you need counseling, Pastor Ifoma and I are available to help your situation. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section. Also feel free to like and share it with your friends and family.
Marriage should be enjoyed and not endured.
God bless you.
Thank you.